Parshas Emor. This year is dedicated to the memory of Rachaleah Bas Reb Chaim Tzvi. I'd like to discuss the last Parsha in our Sedra, the one that speaks about the Mikalel, the person who cursed God. Now, based on the tradition that already began in the time of the Gemara, when we speak about somebody cursing God, because it's such a terrible thing, we use euphemistic terminology. We don't say the person cursed God. Rather, we say the opposite. The person blessed God, or the person said or did Birkat Hashem, blessing God. I'm going to continue in this path, and throughout our lesson today, I'm going to be using the terms blessing God or Birkat Hashem, while in fact what I'm really referring to is somebody who does something terrible, quite the opposite of blessing God, rather somebody who curses God. So let's begin. We're in chapter 24, verse 10. Vayetze ben isha Yisraelit, v'hu ben ish Mitzri b'toch b'nei Yisrael. The son of an Israelite woman, and he is also the son of an Egyptian man, went out among the children of Israel. Vayinatzu b'machaneh ben ha-Yisraelit v'ish ha-Yisraeli. And they fought in the camp, this son of the Israelite woman and an Israelite man. Vayikov ben ha-isha ha-Yisraelit et Hashem. Vayikalel. Vayaviu to el Moshe. Now this son of the Israelite woman cursed God. He blasphemed. And they brought him before Moshe. B'shem imo Shlomit bat Divri l'matei Dan. And the name of his mother was Shlomit, the daughter of Divri, from the tribe of Dan. Vayinichuhu b'mishmar, and they placed him in jail, basically, l'fros lahem al pi Hashem, in order to find out what God wanted them to do. Okay, before we get to what God tells Moshe to do with this person, let's discuss the case. What exactly happened? We're told that we have this person, his mother is Jewish, his father is Egyptian. He has a fight with somebody who apparently both his parents are Jewish. Somewhere in the course of this fight, he blesses God. People hear, because don't forget, this happens in the camp. They bring him to Moshe. Moshe doesn't know what to do with him, so he says, let's, confine him until God tells me what to do. And then Moshe goes to God and God tells him what to do. Because again, Moshe is unique among all the prophets that whenever he wants to speak to God, God answers him. Every other prophet has to wait for God to initiate contact with him. But Moshe can initiate contact with God. What caused this terrible act? What caused this man to curse? What was the fight about? Why is it important for us to know that his mother was Jewish and his father is Egyptian? And why do we have to know that the person he was fighting with was somebody who both his parents were Jewish? Why is that relevant? And how does this all fit into the context? Until now we've been discussing legal issues, things to do with the temple. In fact, the last thing in our parsha, the last subject, which began in in verse 5, which was verses 5 through 9, the immediately preceding paragraph was the command to Aaron to prepare the lechem hapanim, the bread that was placed on the table in the temple and in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle. How do these two connect? Why does the story of the Mikalel, of the one who cursed, immediately follow the command to prepare and have the special bread in the temple? So let's see what the commentators say. We'll begin with Rashi. Our paragraph began with Vayetze ben isha Yisraelit, and the son of an Israelite woman went out. So the question that Rashi is going to address is, what do you mean he went out? He went out from where? Or maybe he went out to where? Mehechan yatsa, from where did he go out? Rabbi Levi Omer me'olamo yatsa. Rashi is going to give us three different answers as to where he went out from. The first answer, which is Rabbi Levi's, in the Midrash is that he left his world. Rabbi Levi says this does not literally mean that he went somewhere or that he left somewhere. When the pasuk tells us that he left, it's giving us an introduction to this entire section. And it's telling us that the following act, the act that's going to be described in these verses, is so terrible, reprehensible, that the person who did it, when he went to do that act, he left this world. He lost his world to come. He destroyed his future by doing this act. Not that he literally went out from somewhere, but that he figuratively went out, left, lost his future, lost the option, or lost his world to come. Let's see the second answer.